For our course, we will be separating acid rock from psychedelic blues. Some texts combine these artists under one umbrella genre termed psychedelic rock, but we are separating them. The music and the artists in these genres have some similarities, but pay special attention to their differences, specifically with regard to lyrical treatment and lyrical importance. The perspective of recreational drug use was a bit different in the 1960s than later decades. There was a concept believed by many that taking some substances, LSD for instance, would expand the mind and ultimately create a more peaceful planet. The concepts were idealistic and misguided, but understanding this different viewpoint helps the overall appreciation of the music and the counterculture movements of the decade. Sure, people still got high recreationally just to escape or to have a good time, but there was a prevailing mood that some drug use could contribute to a changed world. Many of the specific musical characteristics of both acid rock and psychedelic blues are similar. What can help distinguish them is their overall intent. Acid rock is more closely aligned with folk rock with regards to lyrical importance. The words have deeper meaning. Sometimes they are based on fantasy, are symbolic, or have drug allusions, but overall the song's lyrics are of prime importance in these examples. The hippie culture explodes in the mid-60s as thousands of young people flock to San Francisco's Haight-Ashbury neighborhood. Be sure and watch the short video excerpt in this week's box on the 1960s in the Haight. The main promoter of the music of this era was Bill Graham, whose venue, the Fillmore, was the home for many San Francisco bands like Jefferson Airplane and the Grateful Dead. Jefferson Airplane's song, "Somebody to Love," became the anthem for the summer of 1967, which was named the Summer of Love. Many of Jefferson Airplane's lyrics are allusions to the drug culture of the 1960s. As you listen to White Rabbit, notice how lead singer Grace Slick builds and builds the volume and intensity of her vocals until near the end, when she sings the words, "Feed your head," she is practically screaming. The slow build in the song has been compared to the slow build of coming onto the effects of taking a drug like LSD. Probably the poster band for acid rock would be the Grateful Dead. They are a San Francisco local band with strong bluegrass roots. Their shows, many of which were free, included large amounts of acid-laced Kool-Aid, unusual images projected on the walls, and long jam sessions. They are the largest concert draw in the history of rock. This does not mean they earned the most money. U2 likely holds that spot. But the Dead has the most followers of the band. These followers are called Deadheads. These Deadheads often show up days before a concert with their camps, items for sale, and a general carnival or fair-like atmosphere. The final band in this genre is LA-based The Doors. LA was not the focus of rock music yet, but it is here that two college students, Ray Manzarek, a music major, and Jim Morrison, a film major, met. They formed the band The Doors with fellow members Robbie Krieger and John Densmore, who both have jazz roots. Manzarek was a classically trained pianist with strong jazz roots as well. Their unique sound, combined with Morrison's lyric poetry, was a great combination. Unfortunately, Morrison's destructive lifestyle and addictions led to the band's breakup and the very early death of Morrison at the age of 27.